We are tracking this new migrant caravan reportedly on its way to the U.S. Mexico border right now. And this video shows the group leaving on Sunday from a city near Mexico's border with Guatemala. Hundreds making the dangerous journey on foot. It will take them months to reach the U.S. border. NewsNation's Jorge Ventura live for us at the border in Eagle Pass, Texas. Jorge, do we know where the group is now?
So, Natasha, I've been speaking with my sources in Mexico that say that the group of migrants did arrive today in Tapachula, Mexico. This is after traveling from Ciudad Hidalgo, right on that Guatemala-Mexico border. And at some point later today, we'll be traveling towards Mexico City. We do know that this caravan is consisting of migrants from at least 12 different countries. At least 1,000 migrants are in this group, consisting of both single adults and family members. As of right now, Mexican authorities have not stopped the caravan. This does come at a time, we reported here on News Nation, where Mexican authorities have stepped up their immigration enforcement by sending U.S.-bound immigrants back to southern Mexico. Sources are telling me that as this group gets closer to the U.S. border, they expect that many of these migrants will use smugglers to enter the U.S. illegally to avoid apprehension by Mexican officials. I also want to add, Natasha, that my sources are telling me they expect majority of this caravan to enter through the Tijuana border and into San Diego if they make it to the U.S. border. It will take them several months.
At the border in California, that is interesting. And Jorge, talk about the timing here. Why is the caravan coming now?
So we are hearing that migrants are fearing the potential Trump administration victory in November. And they are fearing that if Trump does come in to office, that he will stop the CBP-1 application. So that gives migrants the legal ability to enter the U.S. by scheduling that asylum appointment on the border. They fear that the Trump administration will end that, but also will reintroduce the Remain in Mexico policy. Those are two key details. But as of right now, it will take migrants at least a month just to get out of the southern state of Chiapas. According to my sources, the goal right now for the caravan is to reach Mexico City. From there, migrants will be able to use a CBP-1 up and apply for that. But as of now, we'll have to wait and see. The other key detail here is, Natasha, is will there be a day or an operation where Mexican authorities do step in and stop the caravan? And the reason I mention that is because all the northern states here in Mexico, for instance, we're here in Eagle Pass behind me, is Piedras Negras, and that's the Mexican state of Coahuila. Mexican officials are doing immigration checkpoints right at the beginning, before you even enter states like Coahuila, and also are doing sweeps on the train. So those are two key details to watch out for. That's why a lot of my sources say expect that many of these migrants will use those smugglers to avoid apprehension by those Mexican authorities. So right now, we'll wait and see. Right now, the caravan is about 1,000 people, but expect at least a month to get out of Chiapas.
Jorge Ventura, thank you so much.
And thank you for watching. Go to newsnationnow.com to find News Nation on your television provider. And don't forget to click the red subscribe button below to get more of News Nation's fact-driven, unbiased coverage.